Hey guys, Ziv here for another episode. I wanted to place my opinion on the official record regarding light colour roofs and dark colour roofs, and why I think dark colour roofs in this day and age are getting hated on a little bit too much. Now, this applies to me and to people who do not live in the city, who don't suffer from the urban heat island effect. You can see around me there's a lot of bush and greenery, and our houses aren't jammed together. If I was in the middle of a city and it was all dark roofs, I can totally understand. It causes the urban heat island effect and overheats the whole suburb. But I do want to say that a dark roof in most cold climates, cool temperate, will perform better. When you do a hygrothermal study, condensation on an insulated roof usually forms under the cold point, which is your iron from night sky radiation. The roofs cool down heaps and you get condensation under there. A dark roof helps get rid of moisture. So when you model it in WUFI, which is a hygrothermal software, the dark roof will perform better. And I've got my bee smoking equipment here to try show you how that works. I've got a bit of sun on the roof. Hopefully it's warmed up a bit, and I'll show you how a dark roof can create a bigger stack effect, because hot air rises, and as it gets heated up in your ventilated roof cavity, it then moves more air through it and creates a cooling effect, but also purges that moisture out. So if we come here, I went an extra deep pan roof, and you can see down here, that's to allow enough gap for the ventilation to come out. And if I jam some smoke in here, you'll see it come straight back out again. It's basically pushing it all back out because I've got air moving there, whereas I've got the same thing here. The air intake for the wall facade, if I put some smoke here, you can see it's just getting sucked straight in, right? None is coming out. Here, put it here, it all billows it back out again. Can you see that? I hope. Maybe I'll try a different angle, but all billowing out and all getting sucked in. So that's, and then I don't know if the smoke is making it all the way there, but up here we have it exhausting when it goes into that cavity. So same in the roof, there's like our air intake, and then at the roof ridge way up there we've got the exhaust, and you can see that there's air moving through the ventilated facade. So the ventilated facade has an air cavity and counter-battens to allow free airflow above the weather resistive barrier, above what some people call sarking, and that way it's vapor permeable, so any vapor that comes through your insulation comes out, gets through it, may condense on the roof. But then the warm roof, the dark roof, once that condensation is formed and drips down onto your weather resistive barrier, it can then purge it a lot quicker and a lot better. So as far as moisture management is concerned, dark roofs are better. They create a bigger stack effect. So even in summer, your roof isn't going to overheat as much, because you're running more air through it. Basically, the more heat there is, the more airflow that we're going to be getting through the roof. So don't be too scared of dark roofs if you're out in the country and you're not suffering from the urban heat island effect. We originally designed this house with a light roof, but due to COVID they ran out of the light colour and they only had one colour in stock, and so we submitted a planning variation to get the darker colour. And I did the WUFI at that stage, going, is this going to perform better or not? And yeah, it totally worked better for my climate, and I'm in a cool temperate zone. here in Adelaide. So yeah, I think the dark roof is doing great, and I love these ventilated facades. You do have to worry about bushfire management, so that's why you can see all the perforated flashings where the intake and the exhaust is. The intake under here in this gap, we've got a bit of an ember guard and a rodent guard. So up in here, you probably, let's see if I can show you guys here. Maybe your eye can see better than mine, but up in there, there's a mesh, and then yeah, that's how it works. So yeah, get around it. Don't be afraid of specifying a dark roof if you're in a rural situation, and it is just going to help with more airflow. So today is only something like 25 degrees and we're getting good airflow as soon as the sun hits the roof. Yeah, that's my opinion. Leave a comment if you think otherwise. I'm interested to learn more all the time, and like this video if you want to see more technical details like this. Cheers guys.